Hope everyone see my screen.
Kannan.
Yes, Kannan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not sure what happened to from yesterday onwards. My team's having frequent disconnection. I don't know. Okay. So coming to the reports, the first part is about the reporting service point requirement. Hope everyone has installed it. Okay. Some of the projects they may install the reporting point on the same SQL database, or some of
Sorry,
them.
sorry, Kannan. If you can go full screen, that would be.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Now it's clear.
Yep.
Okay. See, about the reporting point service point requirement is some of the projects require a reporting point to be installed on the same SQL database or on the primary server. Some of the companies want to install it on a different server. It depends on the company requirement. Okay. Then what are the requirements needed to create the reporting point, right? The reporting point requirement is, let me go through it here. Okay, let me go through it here. Everyone able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes. So this is my test server. Okay, so let me open my database. So either some of the users are in infrastructure operator or full administrator, right? But you want to give only specific rights to write the reports or edit the reports. You have to provide the reports using operational administrator. Also, sometimes operational administrator also they not having access to the database. So that case you have to be clear what kind of access to be provided to the reporting database. Okay, reporting coming to the SQL database. Okay, if you go here, security user. Sorry, here I don't have much. Okay, so let me explain you what's needed here. Okay, so you can hear here. Okay, sorry, not from coming here. Okay, here you have to read. Okay, click read data reader access. I'm not sure it's coming up here. Data. Okay, DB data reader and DB data reader is to be required to give the specific rights to the database to do the SSRS reports. Okay, any questions, guys? Okay. See, most of the reports, how I will write it, right? I won't write it from the SSRS reports. Most of the reports, I will write it through SQL database. Then I will take it to the SSRS reports. Okay. So what is the requirement? Okay, from see it. Can let me click this link. So this is a basic requirement for SSR reports. Okay, right? So whenever we are using the SSR reports, I strongly recommend not to use the SSRS server or primary server. So I would request to install the report builder on either on your machine, okay, or on a different machine to run it. Okay, for to edit that SSR reports, you need to have the report builder installed on your machine. Okay, so if you go here, SSR reporting service, this is a basic requirements to install. How to install? What is the basic requirements reporting service? And additionally, I have given it here is Anup clearly explained how to install the. One second, it's opening another window. Yes, how to install the configure the SCCM CB reporting service point. Okay, so coming to the next one is. Okay, sorry, I'm not going to film mode. Okay, this one is okay. So before doing that, okay, you have to have a basic knowledge on SQL Views. Okay, so SQL Views means in the database. Okay, which data stored in which table? Okay, which table? Okay, and if you understand that, okay, SCCM has lot of SQL Views. Okay, and the main agenda is here is okay. The default report created by SCCM is okay. You have to follow the reports, but what happened is default reports are having a lot of SQL functions. Okay, what is SQL function is? That is a structured I can say it's complex also sometimes, complex query. For example, if I want to take the data from 5 tables, right? Okay, for the 5 tables to be combined in the function, okay, so the basic SQL query pull the data from the functions instead of the direct portal, direct table. Okay, any doubts? Is it audible to everyone?
Yes, Kannan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, see, what happened is that's a big challenge nowadays we are having it, right? Okay, I'm not sure Morgan on the call. I need to discuss with Morgan as well, okay? See, now we are moving forward to Power BI, right? Power BI having incompatibility to accept the functions from the SQL database, SQL functions, okay? For example, if I want to write the query about the patching table, okay, our patching queries, built-in patching queries are more into functions. I will show you. Okay, more into functions. Okay, but that functions not able to integrate in Power BI. Okay, that Microsoft is coming up now with more how we can effectively use the functions in Power BI. The reason why, what is, for example, okay, I have Windows 10 patch collect group, software update group. I want to take the compliance of the Windows 10 patching group. Okay, for example, in the collection, I have about 20K machines. Okay, when I do the regular standard query instead of function, it will take a lot of time to retrieve the information from the database because it has to check with a lot of functions, right? It has to check with resource ID, with patching CIID, then patching CID with collection collection ID. Okay, it has to check with all the functions. It will take a lot of time. So to avoid that, Microsoft developed the functions. Then it easily retrieve the reports. Okay, so let me show you here what are the views are coming up here. And most of the time already preparing the reports, right? So most of them are know how to develop the reports, right? So it's nothing new everyone, but it's just you how we can go forward. Okay, for example, let me take here endpoints views in configurations. Okay, these are the tables. Okay, these are the tables or we are using it. This is only for the endpoint production, okay, or Windows Defender. Okay, and everyone knows that systems, v underscore r underscore system. Okay, right? If I click to client status, okay, this is client status. Okay, this is client status view. Okay, policy, system health. Okay, this is client summary. Okay, this client summary, this table has, okay, when is the last machine has a last policy request, hardware scan, software scan, all the informations are coming up. Okay, and most the common table we use is, I'm not sure which table it's coming under, v underscore r underscore system. Okay, that's the one we are mostly going to use. Okay, so these are the tables. If you go to each tables, okay, it will come. Okay, it will come by order by name, reports, views in config manager. Okay, so you have to go through each and every table. For example, whichever you want to join it. Okay, this is migration views. Okay, likewise, you have to go, it has all the informations. Okay, the second one is, okay, this is my best tool, I can say that. Okay, let me open it now. For the SQL tutorial, I can say W3SQ is the best tutorial I can say. For example, I want to run out whether it will work or not. Okay, mostly we are going to use this tool. It having exercise as well. Okay, for example, if I want to go to where conditions, okay, I have the exercise. Okay, this having an example how to do that. Okay, we can try by ourselves by doing the editor. Okay, this is the one I can use. Okay, this is the SQL. I mostly use this portal to experiment my knowledge. Okay, to gain my knowledge. Okay, to prepare the report. Sometimes, okay, and these are the major parts like allies. We are going to use it in the reports and joins. Without joins, we are not able to build the SSRS reports based on your requirement, okay? And it's coming groups also very much important. Sometimes you will use inner join, sometimes you use just full join or right join, okay? Depends on your query, okay? So any questions? And whoever want to learn SQL, probably this is the good portal to learn the SQL. Okay, and whenever we are the Microsoft is strongly recommend not to modify the database values, but whenever we are doing the troubleshooting part, like example, the secondary site stuck in the upgrade or restore, that time definitely we need to, it stuck for 2 days or 3 days, right? It won't coming back. Okay, that time it may get delayed, right? That time you have to modify the SQL database. That time you must know how to update the SQL table, right? So that is needed. So that time, whenever I'm doing it, I'm exploring that option in that website, W3 School website, and then I'm going to implement over there. Okay, portal for everyone to want to learn about the SQL. Okay, and coming to the SCCM default reports, right? So these are the default reports designed by Microsoft. Okay, under different category, right? So these are the different reports are coming up, right? So this is the report name is this, and you can see here like wherein 2007 as a reporting ID, it's totally changed in 2012 onwards. It has all the reports is coming up. These are the default reports are developed by Microsoft, right? Most of the reports what we are preparing, it's a sample of that. So we can take how it been built in the default report. Let we develop our own custom report. Okay. So any questions as of now?
Kannan, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what is the basic difference between the function and the SQL queries?
No, actually, function also is a SQL query. Okay, function also is a SQL query. Okay, for example, as I told, okay, I want to retrieve a large data, okay, from the database. Okay, example I'm telling you, especially for the patching. Okay, you deployed April month patches. Okay, in your environment, you have, for example, 3 operating systems starting from 1809, 1903, and 1909. Okay, and you have 2K machines in the collection. Okay, so to retrieve the data, okay, you have to map a lot of tables. One, you have to map the v underscore r underscore system and collection information and update information, right? The update information also been combined 3 or 4 tables. Okay, to combine all this, you are fetching it. Okay, what it will do is, okay, first computer it will take, okay, it will go to the compliance table. This machine is the patch is installed or not. Okay, if it's installed or required or not compliant, it will fetch the information. And second, computing support, it will routine for 20,000 computers. What will happen? It will take time consuming. Sometimes it will go into timed out process as well. Okay, it will increase the database size load as well, right? That's the reason Microsoft developed the functions. Okay, it's not part of the table. That functions are not coming under SQL Views. It's totally different.
Okay, can we identify from the SQL database that functions?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I will show you.
Okay, thanks.
Can you get us a SQL Views link which you showed us?
Sure, I will.
Thank you.
It's there in the Microsoft. Okay. Any questions? Okay, and this is a SQL event. So okay, and if you want to more elaborate, probably you can refer.
Just to point out one thing. So these SQL views and queries, all the details are discussed in forum threads also. Forum.howtomanagedevices.com. Obviously, Kannan will share a blog post and with all these details. That will be coming next week probably, isn't it, Kannan?
Yes, I'm going to. Yeah. Okay, any questions? Because see, if you want to go with Power BI, okay, the future is Power BI, right? Definitely, you have to write the query. Always consider in a mind like, okay, whenever I'm creating the queries, because the query as a technical person. So, for example, the management is asking, I want to view the patching complaints. That is more important. Patching, endpoint protection. Okay, it's for Windows 10. It's for Windows Defender. For servers, it's the endpoint protection. I want to know what is the definition status, what is the version got installed. So security team wants to view it on every day, right? They are not core technical person in point of reporting. So for considering in the mind, we have to develop the report, and also like the report should not take more than 3 to 4 minutes maximum. Okay, we have to optimize the SQL queries as always. If it's taking more time, definitely that as a different team, they don't have a patience, and they if we are trying to explain also, some people will accept, some people may not accept. So we have to optimize the SQL query to have the better performance, okay, and it's to not take much load on the database. Okay, and coming to this, okay, coming to this visual. Okay, this is very much important, right? Some of the informations, right? So whenever we are preparing the report, should have the well visual presentations, right? So the best example is Mohan given in patching dashboard, right? So the patching dashboard, what Morgan has given us, okay, it's because of the security team. They don't want to go to each and every update whether it's installed or not, right? They want to know an overall dashboard, right? If I give it in a return, like compliant 500, non-compliant 200, overall it's 700 machines. That's okay. But how we can enhance the report, kind of charts, right? If you give the charts to very easily, like pie chart or it's a bar chart, right? Okay, this reports, okay, they easily understand. Okay, please go with visualizations. For example, I have one report. I'm not sure I will. Let me share it. It's a very big report of mine. You're able to see this report, right? This is a visual report. Okay, so it will show me, okay, how many machines are active in our environment, how many machines are inactive, and it will show the client version. So this is the custom report we have built it, like it is have a computer, device owner, client version, client is installed or not, client certificate, client status, last inventory date difference. The reason is from the current date to how many days the inventory is completed. Okay, this all are the calculations. Okay, it's a compliance or not. Means based on this, I will consider as a compliance or non-compliance. Means within 7 days means I will consider as a compliance. More than 7 days means I will consider as a non-compliance. This is not part of the SQL query. That you have to build it by your own. Okay, and a last active date and last active date difference, antivirus versions, antivirus update date, definition date. So I'm coming to that, okay, and coming to the Windows Update Agent, okay, and operating system, okay. See, for example, some cases we have an operating system like we have enterprise version, we have professional versions, we have ultimate versions in our company, and we are having a different Windows 10 versions, right? So I want to consolidate how many Windows 10 machines overall there and how many Windows 10 overall that, right? I will use the case statement to make a condition like this. You can see here it will come as Windows 7 and Windows 10 only. It won't come with any version kind of thing. Okay, so it has the detailed information. Okay, so for example, definitely this information not required by anyone from the management. This will say, oh, currently the clients are up to date. Most of the clients are up to 1910. This clients are going on. Okay, and how many machines are endpoint productions are compliance? Okay, that's nice. As on today, how many percent means client configuration compliance? Okay, and I said within 7 days means I will means for my client I will consider as a compliance. More than 7 days means non-compliance. This is endpoint production. Oh, that's good. Most of the machines are up to date. Okay, so in that how many machines are active and inactive. This all the visual presentations more important to present to the customers. right? And also like it should not be having bold letter or colorful information, right? Some of the clients is interesting having some colors, some of the customers will have black and white. So it depends on your requirement, you have to present your data. Okay, any questions as of now?
No.
Yeah, Kannan. So
Go
I
ahead,
believe
please.
this was built using SSRS by customizing by your own queries, right?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, this looks really good. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. This is the one report. Let me show you another report as well.
Kannan?
Yep.
Can you show me the query? What is the query?
Yeah, I will show you the query. No worries. I will do it.
Thanks, Kannan.
1 second. Okay. Give me a minute. My client having disconnected. I may reconnect again. 1 second. Give me a minute, please. Is am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me show
Yes,
you this. One more graph is it's designed by Microsoft, but I fixed it a few customization. Let me show you. Give me a minute. Another report. Okay. This is another report. Okay. So you can see here, this is overall anti-malware production, because currently my client is moved to a different antivirus product. However, this is built on 2018 beginning. Okay, so it will show you how many machines are protected at risk. Means we are not using a Windows Defender, but the report still exists, right? So it will have the detailed information, right? So you can see the view. This is about anti-malware policy status on the computer. Okay, still I'm not okay. And definition status on the computer, it's most are up to date. Okay, and it's the overall report, right? So this kind of reports you can feel means you can prepare the report and share it to the customers. Okay, I'm coming to that. Okay, that's what I want to say about it. Okay, let me start with a demo. Okay, so I will explain you how to build a report, right? So whenever as I said, right, okay, whenever I want to prepare the report, okay, first I will write the query. It's my fashion to write the query in SCCM database. Then I will integrate.
Kannan, if you can go full screen.
Sorry, I'm going to.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So sometimes the virtual machine won't go. Okay. Okay, so whenever I want to write the query, right, I will always experiment in the SQL Management Studio, okay, and then I will try to do it on the, I can design on the SSRS, okay. For example, the basic query we are going with select start from v underscore or underscore system. Trust me, for the past 6 months, I'm not preparing any report. Okay, so this is the basic table. Okay, this is my lab environment, right? So you have to, most of the reports, you are going to link with resource ID. Okay, this table is very much important. Without this, you can't able to prepare any report. So what this report has it, okay, if we go by detail by detail, okay. For example, it has the client version, what are the versions got installed, okay, and what is the build number, here it is, okay, build number, okay, and it has, okay, and this is the creation date, means when the client got installed. Okay, I want to explain you one thing is here, right? Okay, in SCCM, okay, okay, you not able to find, how can I say, you're not able to find when the client is installed on the machine. Okay, instead of that, you can identify when the client is reporting to the site server first. Okay, so it comes to here is next one is it has name, NetBIOS name, okay, operating system, Okay, see, it has the operating system version only, and with it not having what kind of operating system, because sometimes the people doesn't know it's a Windows 10 or something, right? That information will be available on the different table. For example, okay, select star from v underscore gs underscore operating system. Okay. Let me run it both. Okay, let me run both. Okay, you can see the difference. Okay, the resource ID is same, right? You are going to match with the resource ID. You can see here what is the caption. This is an operating system. Okay, wherein this table not has it. Okay, this table has it. Okay, and you can see here when is installed date, when the operating system got installed on the specific computer, right? And when is the last boot up time. Again, this depends on your hardware inventory, how your hardware inventory setup. Your by default 7 days is set up, you will get old data based on your inventory information, right? Okay, the manufacturer, okay, name you have to have it. Okay, Windows 10 Enterprise standard evaluation. Okay, and rest of the information if you need. Okay, you can see here. This is the memory. Okay, how much memory I set up. Okay, all the informations are coming. Okay, and next one is, okay, for example, I want to know what are the programs got installed. This is a basic query. Okay, the underscore g underscore add to remove programs. You can see here again the resource ID is coming up here, right? In this resource ID it will show what are the programs has been installed, right, on the different hardware. Okay, but I don't have much information, so I have only this. Okay, so based on this query I'm going to write the SSRS reports. Okay, any questions as of now?
Yeah, Karan. So I understand we need, but before we do that, we need to be able to know what is this v underscore r underscore system v underscore gs these joints, right? So for
Yes.
that we need to be very sure about the. I mean, we need to learn that from W3 schools if required. So these are all
Yes.
joints, right? So we must be
No,
aware
these
of
are
these.
the tables. Okay, these are the tables. The tables, you have to link each and every table.
Hi, Kannan. Hello.
Yep. Yes, please.
This is
Yeah. Okay.
Hi, Kannan. This is Karthikeyan. Someone asked that question right just now before. How can I understand which table or which view contains what information? For that, anything starts with v underscore r means that object is directly discovered based on discovery settings. Anything starts with v underscore gs means that information is collected based on hardware inventory. Anything starts with v underscore hs means that also captured based on hardware inventory, but that is historical data. So similar, like there will be some naming standard will be there. Based on that naming standard only, we can comes to know which table is contains what information in SCCM database.
Oh, that's nice. Thanks. I'm not aware of it.
Yeah, for that, 15 minutes before, someone asked, how can I comes to know which one is function, which one is procedure, and which one is view, and which one is table in SCCM, right? For that, select asterisk from sys.all underscore objects. If you put that select statement in your SCCM database, you can comes to know list of tables, views, objects, list of views, functions, store procedure, everything in your SCCM database. You can directly type select asterisk from sys.all underscore objects.
You might say that you are saying, one second, let me execute it so everyone will know that.
Okay. Select asterisk from sys.all underscore objects. select only that particular line, execute.
Yeah.
So these are the tables, views, objects which is available in your SCCM data. Okay, based on this information, how can I segregate or how can I filter only views? In that result, you can see one column name. I'm not sure how, because I'm using my mobile to view this screen. I could not able to see clearly. Check, there is a column with the name of system type or type.
Type
There
is
you,
there.
no. Type will tell you view, tables.
Type,
Yeah.
listen. Next
Next
one,
column.
Kannan. Next column. Type,
Type description.
yeah, the
Type description.
So now you what can you do means you can filter based on this condition. So select asterisk from sys dot all underscore objects where space type underscore this equal to view. Equal to view or like view.
I always use likes instead of equal.
Yeah, that also fine. Views. No. You have to put front and back single quote.
No, I will do that. Wait.
Now execute this line.
Yeah,
Yeah, these are.
is speaking, right? I'm sorry, Umsover is speaking now. Can you just record this in the Anoop's forum, the one that you said exactly now? Just can you record this in the forum on how to manage devices? This will be very useful for others.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
for me also it's new.
Recording.
I
Yeah,
will
Anup
make
is
it.
already recording.
Yeah, Karthikeyan, I think we can use this. I think we will give credit to Karthikeyan, and Kannan will copy paste all these queries into his blog.
Yep.
Okay. So now what you can see means whatever views which is available in SCCM database, you can come to know using this query. But how can I check which table is which view is contain what information? For that, now what you can do means you can put another condition, another query. Select asterisk from sys.views.
Sorry, you were telling something, Karthikeyan?
See, using this SQL query, we can comes to know list of views which is available in SCCM database. Correct?
That we already
But,
selected the database, right? Based
correct.
on the database only it will view the database.
But what we have done means using a select statement, first we have taken entire object. Using that entire object, we are filtered based on view name. But there is an direct SQL query is there. That query will directly provide list of views which is available in SCCM database. For that, you can do select asterisk from all underscore views. Otherwise, sys.views. Sys.views. .views. All views are views. Execute. So the query what I have shared earlier, the query what you have executed now, both are same. So the first query what I have executed, right? That means that query will first fetch all objects which is available in SCCM database. Based on where condition, I'm filtering only views. Now I'm directly getting information from SCCM database which contains that category as view. Now I want to know which are all the views which contains v underscore gs. For that, select asterisk from sys.views where space where.
Kannan, before we proceed, right? If you can type in another line for each query, that would be great. Otherwise, we will. Yeah.
We will missing a lot of things.
Select asterisk from.
1 second.
Sys.views.
No. Sys dot objects. You told me like before, like sys dot
all underscore objects.
It will be useful for everyone.
Space. Yeah, what happened when you execute select asterisk from sys.all underscore objects, that select statement will provide all objects which is available in your SCCM database. So using that select statement, you can see either it could be a view or function or table or anything you can get. View. Sys type like view.
No. I'm doing the different way. Once again, I'm looking for a functions. Okay, let me view it.
Yeah. First you put filter, view. We comes to know that same result what you have executed earlier. I think you can see 1500 or 1700 views which is available in SCCM by default. If you extend your hardware inventory based on your custom hardware inventory, that views can be extended based on your extended classes.
Yes, I'm coming to that point, right? So by default, okay, that not all hardware inventory has been extended. Okay, you have to go here like client. Let me open my things. Okay. My machine is too slow, guys. Don't mistake me. Okay. Have to do a set classes, right? Here, there are a lot of inventories are available. Okay. By default, I enabled everything. By default, this is my default configuration. You want to go with extended inventory, right? You have to enable all these options which are required, and sometimes you have to import as well the mob file. Okay. Then you have to identify the specific table. From the table, you can retrieve the data. Okay. So this is by default, I enabled it. Okay, I'm not changed any inventory information. For example, you want to know who's the primary user, who's frequently logging on the computer. Those things you have to do the customization, right? Using the customization query, you have to deploy to all the client machines, and also you can enable the mob file. Then from the client machines, it get copied to the server as in terms of a table. From the table, you can retrieve the data. Okay, so thanks, Karthi. Do you have any more information to share with us?
Yes, one more information is most of the people are struggling to identify which view contains what information. Mm-hmm. For the easiest way to understand or to know what table contains, which view contains what information means, you can directly use that fourth query, which means select asterisk from sys.views. Based on that select statement, you can provide where condition. First, copy that query, go to that last line, paste, where, space, where. Okay, now I want to know, I'm trying to create one select statement, one SQL query, but I need to know IP address is based on which view, but I don't know that actual view name. Okay, for that, what you can do means select asterisk from sys.views where like front and back you put percentage, in middle you can put IP. So where after that you need to provide where name like after where you have to provide name.
Name, which name?
Name, that's name only, column name. Okay. Name or name zero. Execute.
And like after name, like put it the like or equal to.
Yes, like also you missed. Now you execute. See, these are the tables which contains IP information. You mean to say these are the tables which generally contains IP information? Exactly correct. Then why whenever I'm using select statement, I can always use v underscore gs underscore IP address. Using that views only, I can get that IP information, right? Yes, most of the people always use that particular view only. But if you want detailed information like MAC address, that NIC is physical or virtual, or if that NIC card is actual onboard NIC or Wi-Fi NIC, those kind of information you will not get in that particular table or particular view. You need to check some other views. That time you can refer this type of views.
Okay.
This type of select
So,
statement.
yeah, that's correct. Thanks, Karthik. So this is the one I always refer at what Karthik is explaining, the same asset. Okay, these are the table view informations are present. Okay, Microsoft will release always with the table informations, right? If I expand this, what it has it, for example, if I expand this, what is it has the informations. If you go here, it has the detail information. This is the SQL view name, and this is the column name. This is the data type. Okay, for example, if I want to go with v underscore r underscore system, right? It has it. What are this view has, what are the information has it? Client version, client summary, client data. Okay, and Karthik, just your information is really valid. It's very nice information, because I'm not aware of it how to use it, but now I learned it how to use it. Thanks, Karthik. Okay, and this is to simplify this, you can view all these informations, right? And from what is written from 1902 to 1906, this is a difference. Okay, from 1902 to 1906 to 1910, they are not fetched it up. Okay, this you can do that. Okay, for example, this has a detailed information, like these are the views you have it. Okay, and this is each view has what kind of table has it is. This is a physical disk. Okay, so it has all the informations. Okay. Karthik, do you have any more point to add it up?
One more point is, see, if you are referring any view or any table, means there will be one column which will be referred to join another table or another view. For example, as you mentioned earlier, right, if you take any view or any table, there will be a unique column. Using that column only, we can compare or refer another table, right? That is resource ID. Whenever you are checking any view or any table, you can see resource ID. But if you are checking for some other views, in that particular view, you could not able to see that column name as resource ID. For that, what you can refer means, you need to understand three things. One is machine ID, another one is item key, another one is resource ID. All these three are same only.
Yes, for example, star v from okay, if you see here, if you want to get it the informations, right? This is different. Okay, here you can see here it's coming as a collection ID.
Yeah, here we are getting a resource ID column only, but if you check system underscore disk, select asterisk from system underscore disk. But generally people are not using this table, but whenever I'm creating SQL query, I always use this table. This
Item
is table.
Key.
Here you can see item key.
Item key is coming up. When he goes to updates, right, it will comes at a CA underscore ID.
No. Item key will always refer your resource ID only. If you have any doubt, you can put select asterisk from system underscore disk where where item key equal to, you put one item key. Using that item key, you can go and check it from v underscore r underscore system view.
No, I understand. I understand, Karthik. What I'm trying to say is, if I go for the updates, it's not having either item key or resource ID. It has called a different parameter to compare with the comparison. You got it? What I mean?
Okay. Yes. For updates, what you need to check means CI underscore ID.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay. For updates, it's totally different. CI underscore ID as for the updates, right? wherein updates group has different. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so guys, okay, whenever we do a table, right? So there is a common value be there to compare between, means to join between the tables, right? So most of the tables you are joining with v underscore r underscore system. Without that, you can't do that. From expanding that, you have to identify which table has what information to retrieve and generate the report. Okay, so any questions? Thanks, Karthik, for your valuable support.
Yeah, thanks. You can go ahead.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Kannan, where you have shown us, the table, the view information in the Excel sheet for the 1902 was until now.
Mm-hmm.
So if we want to get it, I mean, is there a link available for that?
Yeah, yes, we have a link available. I will share it.
Okay.
Yeah, that information is already available in open forum, Microsoft TechNet, as well as if you are checking that Anup portal, there also he mentioned SCCM, starting from SCCM 2012 to till 1910 or 2002, whatever tables, whatever views which is belongs to particular version, right? He has updated in that Anup portal also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what you can do means there is a select statement will be there. Using that select statement, you can get directly from SCCM database.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Thanks.
Okay. See, if you are a beginner, right? Okay, if you are the beginner, okay, you have to take the reference query created by the Microsoft or check some blocks. It has the reference queries. Using the reference queries, you can develop lot of query. Means you can develop your report. Okay, but you have to spend lot of time. Sometimes you won't get the result, right? If you're instead of inner join, if you use the full join, or sometimes you have to use left-right join or right joins, right? That you have to always do a comparison. For example, I have the data in my collection. I have 200 resources, 100 memberships, right? So whenever I pull the report, I will get only 79. Okay, but rest are not coming up. For example, rest 23 won't come up, right? Then that I need to explore why it's not coming up, what make difference. So then I will change the joins. Okay, or sometimes that information is not available on the report. In the report, it says as a null. That's the reason you are not able to pull the data. So all these comparisons you have to do it. So that's the reason whenever you are developing the report, just use the SQL Management Studio, develop the report, and then integrate it in SSRS.
Hi, I have one question. What is the difference between v underscore r system and system underscore disk table? Is it containing the both containing the same information, or there is some difference?
No, there might be some difference. Let me check it out.
No. That v underscore r underscore, right? As I told earlier, anything starts with v underscore r means it's completely belongs to view category. Okay. Anything which does not starts with v underscore r means it is completely table. If you check select asterisk from sys dot all underscore objects where name, like you put v underscore r underscore system name, that will clearly tell you its categories belongs to view. If you are putting same thing with the name of system underscore disk, that time you can comes to know it's purely table. Then you may ask question, what is the difference between view and table? Why I'm not going to use select statement to directly fetch the information from table instead of going into view means, yes, exactly. There are a lot of things you need to understand difference between table and view. Already Microsoft, all information is completely belongs to your table only. Then why Microsoft created these many views means, for example, if your system host name will be available on one table, your computer version will be computer version means like if you are using Windows 10 means there could be some different build version, right? 10.1.53 or similar, like some set of number will be there. So this kind of information will be available on another table. So generally, if you are using select statement, what you need to do means you have to use join. Using the join statement only, first you have to compare two table to get computer name along with operating system along with version. So what Microsoft done here means Microsoft already combined two tables, they have put it into one view. Then still, that's why we are directly referring information to get the information from view only, but still we need some other information from some other table. That's why we are referring some other table to get the information.
Okay. And addition to that Karthik point, okay, I will strongly recommend don't use tables.
Correct.
The reason is that table is directly what are the information getting updated from the database through tables only. What we use means views is a copy of the table which has some modification on the files. It's been done internally to it's only for the reporting purpose.
So just to add on that, Kannan, good point, Kannan and Karthik. Just to add on that, right? Whenever you speak to Microsoft product team, they always say like you should not be relying on tables, right? Because they will be changing table names and tables every now and then with every release, right? So as per Microsoft recommendation, it's always recommended to use views. So otherwise, if we are using a table name and probably in version SCCM version, I don't know, like the next year's version, probably that table name will get changed, and all your custom queries will not work, right? So it's always recommended to use views.
Yes. So okay, so don't use tables. Okay, we request to use always views. Okay.
Correct. The reason why you are telling this means if you are checking select asterisk from v_r_ system, there is one column newly added after SCCM 1511. That column name is OS build or OS.
Karthik, is audible?
Hello?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we cannot hear you.
Okay. Okay. So sorry, it's my line is not stable. Okay. So I hope Karthik has completed his statements.
Sir, actually, we lost Karthik.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Kannan.
Yep.
Yeah, I just have one doubt. Like the query that we are running on SQL, the details that we are getting or the output that we are getting, are we get the same details when we execute the CMPivot tables?
That's a good question. I'm not expert CMPivot as of now.
Okay.
Honestly, I probably Anup. Do you explore that? I think Anup.
I can answer your question.
Yeah, go ahead, Karthik.
What is asking is like what we are executing in the SQL database report, right? The same data we are getting in the CMPivot table.
Yes, exactly correct. So whatever information which you are using in your SQL Server Management Studio, right? Same query only you are going to use in your Pivot or whatever reporting tool which you are going to use in reporting purpose, right? Exactly, that will provide same result. But the only thing is how you are going to design your UI. For example, whenever you are using select statement in your SQL Server Management Studio, if that select statement return 500 record means if you use the same select statement in SSRS or Report Builder or Power BI or any other customized reporting tool, that will return same result only. But in UI side, if you hidden something or if you hide some extra column means in that UI part, definitely that data will be hidden when you are executing that report for user view purpose.
Just to add on that, right? So CMPivot works on a new thing, right? New thing called fast track, right? Fast channel, right? So based on my information, some of the informations are directly getting from the client also. Okay.
No.
So WMI, it's CMPivot is connecting to WMI of the client and getting some information. I could be wrong, right?
You are absolutely right. And just to add to that, if I understand correctly, CMPivot will get the information when that computer is live at that point. Otherwise, it shows offline. I mean, this is what my understanding on that. Maybe I could be wrong as well, but correct me,
Yeah,
please.
you're right. Because when I executed the query on CMPivot, so on it showed me the result partially, and some of the machines were showing me the offline, and for some of the machines, it was showing me that the PowerShell version was not supported. And whereas when I execute the same command on the SQL, I mean reporting service, then I was to get the complete data for that collection or for that machines. So that's what my query like, whether CMPivot and running the queries on SRS are the same or they are two different things.
So from my understanding, CMPivot is real time kind of reporting, and SSRS is always like it needs to collect the inventory from the client, and based on that inventory, it will provide the information.
Yes.
Correct. This is the same understanding I also have. But the guy.
Anup Karthik. Yeah, Anup Karthik here. Sorry, I confused. You asked about CMPivot, which is available in SCCM site future, right? But I got confused about the SSRS reporting pivot. Okay, the one what you told, right? That is correct. CMPivot, SCCM CMPivot will provide real-time data report. Only when the machine is connected online using WMI query, it can directly fetch the information on client side with the help of WMI concept. It collect the information, it provided to report. But if you are using SCCM database report, whatever information which is available in SCCM database based on the last hardware inventory, you can get only those information.
Okay, thanks. Now it's clear.
Okay, I got confused about that CMPivot. I was.
Okay, so hope everything is clear now.
Yeah, Kannan, I have a question. That means using CMPivot, we can control the machine also if it is live. For example, if I want
CMPivot doesn't provide
control.
Sujit, the CMPivot doesn't provide remote assistance or remote access. If I'm not wrong, I don't know.
No, my just query is if I want to switch off the firewall through command line, I can put it or not.
That I think my recommendation would be to use PowerShell script option, deploy PowerShell script option, right clicking on the collection, or that would be better rather than use. But CMPivot doesn't provide any option like actions or something like that. I don't know. Probably something we need to check. But from my understanding, CMPivot is a real-time reporting tool.
Correct. So you cannot take any actions with CMPivot. You can just view, only view.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Hi, I have one question here. If in case if I'm not a full-fledged administrator, SCCM administrator, what kind of access I need to have to run any SQL queries? And because I see when I log in into this SQL server, it says that I do not have access to that. So, to what extent I need to have access?
Okay, for example, you have to have a DB. Okay, let me show you here. Let it be easy. Instead of that, I will go to the databases.
No. Can you go to security.
Security. Kannan, go to the security. You can see that account.
Security.
Yeah.
Okay, you
Right,
can see
right
that
click
account.
on
You should your account should
Security
have
data
the
reader.
DB
Yeah,
data
right.
DB reader, as I told you in the beginning of the call, right? Let me
Go
show
to
you
general.
membership. Okay, you should have this option. Okay, DB underscore data reader.
Okay. Okay, right. I got that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Any more questions? It's interesting.
I have a question. Like if I want to create any custom view based on any
You want to create a custom view or we want to custom report?
no view. If I have a report and maybe I'm preparing a dashboard or something, and I want to create one view which I want to join with maybe another view. Maybe suppose I have a set of VIP users and I want to merge that with some hardware inventory view. So how can I create that?
No, first of all, you're not able to create a new view on SCCM database. Okay. So either you have to create a temporary table and you can delete it. Okay, that is a different. Okay, and see, for example, you want to view, right? You have to, based on the collection, you can do that. See, some reports, okay, some reports you have to have a user input. Like if you take our default reports, you have to have an option to select the collections of options to select the computer name, right? So that's a user input, right? Some reports we can hard code it based on our requirement, right? Based on the collection ID or based on the user group, okay, based on the computer, you can define it. Okay, that's based on your requirement. Now your requirement is to have the VIP, right? So definitely the VIP users are part of either specific to the that machines are part of the specific collection, right? You can hard code that collection ID part of the report.
Okay.
Can I provide another solution for this scenario? See, creating a view from SCCM database is not recommended. Not only views, if you are creating any table or any modification from existing SCCM database means not recommended from Microsoft side. Even if you created that.
We lost you, Karthik.
You lost you, Karthik.
Okay, creating custom databases, creating custom table.
You are not audible, Karthik.
Okay, then it could. Creating custom table is not recommended from SCCM database. In the
Karthik, we lost you.
We are losing you in between. Like it's not. We are able to hear you in between. Okay, but not able to hear you properly. Your full sentences.
no problem. You guys carry on.
I think,
okay.
Anup, can you take one more section from Karthik? I think.
If Karthik is okay for that, I'm happy to do that.
Anup, actually, I'm also decided to take 2 or.
Again, we lost you, Karthik.
No
I think
problem.
his
Guys,
voice is getting mute.
Nobody is muting him.
No. Here I'm facing a network issue. You guys carry on.
Okay. Thanks, Karthik. Okay, definitely you have to take one more session for us. Okay. So this is a table. This is the query I built about that report, right? So for example, this report. Okay, this is not coming part of the report, right? I have to build when I imported into the SSRS, then I can build this information, right? For this is the query I used for it. Okay, you have to have a SQL knowledge to do everything. For example, as I said, right? Okay, you can see here. Okay, I taken from the beginning. Okay, v underscore r underscore systems, right? From the computer name I taken it. Okay, then I can used by managed by char index. Okay, It's based on the OU. I'm getting the OU information as well as a device owner. Okay, this is different. Okay, this is on the my environment, right? Every computer is mapped with a device owner that is different from the Active Directory. I'm pulling the informations, like whether one means client is installed, 0 means client is not installed. So I'm using the case statements, right? Whether client is self-signed or PKI or unknown. Okay, and then client summary, client status that is active or not. Okay, 0 means then inactive, 1 means active, or else unknown. Okay, some of the information, some of the client information, why I'm giving unknown means because some of the information as a null, so I'm giving an unknown. So you can see here, as I told, it's compliance or non-compliance, right? So here I use the date column. Okay, lost inventory date difference. Okay, so for all these conditions, right? So you have to explore a lot. You have to run each and every time, then build up the query. Okay, you can see here I used all inner joins and last I used left outer join. Why means I have to get the actual count. If not, I won't get the actual count. Okay, depends on at which place you have to use. That's the reason I'm telling you, right? You have to compare the data. For example, in your collection, you have 100 computers, means the 100 computers should come in the report. Okay, if that, for example, you are retrieving about a specific hardware information, so, or any hardware information, right? That hardware information might not update it. For example, the RAM size is not updated on the report. Okay, it's not updated on the table, but the computer information should present, right? So it has to come as a computer name and the update as an unknown. So then only your report will fulfill. Okay, the count should be correct. Okay, let me show you SMS DM003. Okay, see, this is I hard coded based on the collection ID. Okay, sometimes, okay, here in our reports, right, you can use as a condition, like you can get the table informations. Okay, okay, where is coming up? It's coming up my query. 1 second, this is my query. The same query I'm using, I'm not sure where it's getting hitted. What is the collection? SMS DM. Okay, a few informations are invalid, like managed by operating system information, right? See, this is based on the old table information. It's not coming up because I built the query long back. Okay, it should have v underscore or underscore operating system. Okay, so this
I believe
report
it's
sorry, go ahead.
Operating system name 0, I think, because that's
No, this is correct. That is correct, but it's not getting it up as.
Might be
And also,
you have not extended this attribute in discovery. What you can do means
The reason is
you can comment
yes, correct, Karthik. I expanded this information in my hardware inventory, whereas here I'm not expanded. That's the reason it's not coming up.
So what you can do means you simply comment that particular line, then execute. That query will work, still works.
It won't work, Karthik, because this is more complex. I extended a lot of hardware inventory in the basic informations, right? Okay. So let me show you here how it will work. It is right. This is the database, right? So how you can create a new custom report, right? For example, you can create a folder. Okay. For example, here, I'm going to create a new folder. Okay. It's a custom.
Can you, we are not able to see SQL.
You're not able to? Sorry.
Can you decrease the font size?
So you're not able to see? Someone is telling?
Yeah, it's looking like a very
Srinivas, your
long.
voice is not very audible. If you can be bit louder. Hello, Srinivas? Okay. I don't know, somebody muted him or he muted himself.
Hello, Anup.
Yeah, Srinivas, go ahead.
Actually, we are not able to screen. This is showing a very long font size.
I can see on my mission. I don't like. Are you connected from a mobile or?
No, it's a laptop.
Okay. Probably, I don't know. Like, is there any option to increase the view in the browser, Kannan? It might be 100% now. Can you make it?
Let me view it. Yeah. Now it's clear.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, it's too high, huge. Okay, see, I will tell you how to do that. Customize the folder, right? You can create the folders. Okay. So these are the data resource. Okay, what is the data source? Okay, this is the data source where you are getting the data from the database. Okay, so this is the default reports. What are you seeing over here, right? For example, what you're seeing over here, the same reports are getting updated here on the folder structure. Okay, see, I created a custom report, one folder, it's got reflecting here. You can see here, just now I created one custom folder. It's got updating here. Let me put it 125. It's too big for me. Yes. Okay. Coming to the software update point. Okay. Suppose you want to create a duplicate report, right? Just open here. You have lot of reports, right? Just open here. Okay. And click edit report builder. Okay. Ensure that you have to install the report builders on your machine. Okay. So if you edit it. Okay, you can see here, these are the data sets are available. Okay, these are default columns coming from the report. Okay, see, some people want to update their company logo. Yes, you can do it here. How do you want it? Right, you have to enter your name and everything. You have to do it here. Okay, these are the data sets are created by. Okay, sorry. These are the data sets created by default. Okay, you want to make a copy of this report. Right click, save as. Okay, you will get the report format. Okay, go back. Report server, this one. Okay, you are getting the custom report. You have to save in your format. Okay, all the formats should be in part of the RDL format. Okay, or whenever you are getting the reports from public blocks, right? So in even TechNet or Anup block, right? It should be in RDL format. Then you have to import into RDL. Okay, for example, let me save this as compliance. Okay, I don't want any logo here. I can change it as it is. Okay, and you can come here. What is written in the query? Okay, there are a lot of sets are available, right? You can see one by one. Come, what is written in the query? Select here. These are the queries. Okay, these are written in kind of functions. You can see FN is coming up, right? That's called a functions. Okay, to see in detail, right? Go to query designer. Okay, that you can go ahead and you can drill down. Okay, this is a statement written on the query. Okay, this is, for me, it's very hard to understand what is written in this function. This is the functions. Okay, and you can see this is a declaring the statements, and you can see select is coming up. You can see select collection ID. This is called calling the collection ID, which collection you have to choose. For example, okay, it has to come which collection you are choosing based on the collection ID coming up here and running all the status. Okay, so here I want to create the basic report. Okay, let me create a basic one. If I go to custom report, I want to delete it. Sorry, this is won't come up. Give me a minute, it's loading. See, update group is coming. I have not created anything. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a basic report using the same report. Wait, let me take the client status. Let me have the client status, client informations. Wait, I do have custom reports. I can't use my collection. Okay, so here, this is the report. If I select it, this is another report linked with that report, right? For example, if I want to create a custom report, let me take this one. Let me save this. Test. Okay, what is written here is it has the simple information. Then what I'm going to delete is simply I'm going to delete it. I'm going to delete select start from v_r_system. Okay, if we go to the query designer, let me delete everything. I don't want everything here. See, this is our more complex queries. Okay, though I'm going with the simple queries. Select start from v_r_system. Okay, and this is the execute button. If I execute, I will get the result. Now I want this create a report. Okay, I want to create this report on my SQL. If I click save yes, okay, then refresh field and then give apply okay. You can see, right? So now once again, let me delete everything. This is a very blank report.
We are not able to see your screen. It's only on the, I think, SQL Server Reporting Service dashboard. Is everyone not seeing same, or is I am the wrong one?
Anup, are you able to see?
We are
Everyone
able
able
to
to see?
we are able to
We are able to see. I think the problem from your side. So
we
just
are able
disconnect
to
and
see.
try to re-log.
Okay, let me rejoin.
Okay, this is the table I'm going to do that. Okay, so here you can see go to the Dore designer. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Whenever I'm doing a query, I always write in SQL Management Studio. Then I will integrate it. Means then I will bring up to the SSRS report. Then I will integrate it. Okay. Then if I run this query, I'm getting it here. Okay. Instead of that, I can get name dot. Let me write in SQL. It's very simple for me. I can give a very good example, but I extended a lot of hardware inventory on my customer. I can name 0, then client type. client version. Zero. Okay, so I want to review only these tables, right? If I get only, I will get only these informations. Okay, so the same query I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so I'm going to execute it. So I'm getting it. So here you can see his client type and client is coming as an integer. Okay, that you have to using a case statement. You can say client is installed or not. Okay, how I'm going to do that? One second, let me show you now. Give me a minute, guys. Let me open my report. Give me a minute, I'm taking it. Okay, here. Okay, here we can use as a case statements. This is one.
Kannan, like a and as the column name, you should mention that on the client. After no, keep it and as client.
Here I need to mention it because I never mentioned it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's what. No. Something as is.
And as and as.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's based on that. Some of the integers are coming as 1 or 0. Sometimes if you take software updates, right, installed coming as 1 and not required coming as 0. Okay, so same like we have to convert the integer into values. Okay, for example, integer into data. Okay, when are you trying to pull the patching report? Okay, 0 and 1 are compliance, means 0 means the patches might be not required state. I'm not sure. I'm not able to recall it. 1 is installed state, where 3 is unknown state. Okay, so that you have to change. Okay, that you have to change into a data into a value. Okay, then only your data will be so presentable. Okay, so you can see this is the report. I'm going to do that. Okay, then if I click yes, then click yes. Okay, you can see here no informations are available. Suppose I want to add a logo here. Okay, let me add a logo here. Okay. One second. Insert image. Okay, I'm going to take where is the image file it is. Sorry, I was in a different server. Let me copy it now. where I copied the image. Copy image. Save as desktop. Okay, so now you can expand it, right? So you can enter the text box. It's a text box. Okay, this is called okay, and how you can insert it, right? So now you want to have a table, and then inside the table you have it, right? So if you have a table matrix, table wizard, okay, I'm going to use dataset 0. You can clearly see here. Okay, all 4 tables are coming up, right? So you can say select. So I'm going to select 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Next. Finish. You can see here. Tables are coming up. Okay, I'm going to save this data. As of now, I'm not modified. I'm going to save it. So let me see it. Client information, right? So if I saved it, okay, if I want to run this table, I'm getting this result here. See, I'm not getting in the right format. So then you have to arrange it. Okay, then you have to arrange it. For example, it's all customization. How you want to do it, you can do it. 1 second. Okay, so now I need to bring this to table properties. Visibility. Here, this is a totally different. Okay, visibility filters is coming up. Sorting is coming. Here, you can use most of the actions. Okay. Body, this is different. Okay. For example, if I want to bring it here. Okay, then if I want to make a chart, okay, how can I make a chart is, okay, like the example, here, okay, insert, here chart will come up. Okay, chart, insert chart. Okay, I can have this chart, or you can choose whichever chart you want. Okay, you can have the chart. Then you can insert the values. For example, the data set, what you want. You want to have a client version, right? Client version. Okay, and you want client type. Okay, so guys, you have to insert the graph over here. Okay, and then save it. See, this again, you have to put a lot of values over here. You have to add title, legend, new chart area, change chart up. If you want to change it, you can change it. Depends on it, how you want it. Okay, see if you can save it. If you run it, you are getting this report. Okay, that's why the same kind of reports are developed by Microsoft. It's already have it in console. If you go here, client dashboard. Right, the same way they developed it. This is the report. Okay, and if you go for Office 365, it also has the same. If you go here, Office 365, okay, if you go to the Office 365, it has the same. Okay, so how you want to design the data? Yes, you have to put a lot of efforts. You have to have a patience to design the report. Okay, any questions, guys? Please. Hello, is it audible to everyone?
Yes, Kannan, audible.
Yes. Yeah, Kannan.
Okay, so you have to design it by your way. For example, someone is asking.
Yes, sorry, go on. Sorry, go on. I will ask.
Okay, see here I changed it. Say again, the report value will changes. Okay, both are summing same. You have to integrate 2 or 3 reports. For example, you have one table like this. Okay, you want to add another table, like you want to have a present another data also. You can have it all, for example, 2 or 3 reports on the same column, on the same report, right? Okay, let me show you how I did for one project. Is I did for patch management for one report. Okay, one report will have 3 columns, but I can't share the data, but I can view how it will looks like. One second, it's not going up.
Kannan, have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
These custom reports can be auto scheduled. I mean, on regular interval, if we want to
Yes.
run this.
Yes, you can.
How to do that? Can you, if you have time, can you please show it?
Sure, I will. If you go here, if you go to the subscription, right? If you go to the monitoring report, under subscription, right? You can do that. Or you can go here, right? Custom reports. See, my reports will be reflect here. Right click. Okay, create subscription. Okay, what is the file name you wanted, and you wanted CSV format or Excel format. Okay, mostly I will go with CSV format. Most of the information I have it in a graph. Okay, username, password, but you have to have the SMTP to be enabled from your
Okay.
You have a common SMTP to be
Yeah.
enabled and provide to address, then it will go for it. Okay.
Kannan, yeah, thank you, Kannan. Kannan, here the file name is referred to the custom report name.
Yes, it's you give it whatever you want it. For example, let me give it as a test. Okay, path, I'm not giving it. Why I'm not giving a path? If you want to save the Excel report, you give the path. Okay, and see, you can have a lot of options you are getting it. Okay, username I'm going to give given it. Okay, you can give everything, it will come up.
Okay, okay. Yeah, Kannan. Thank you very much.
Or you can go here, subscription, right? Whenever you are creating a subscription, you are getting the information over here.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, you can do it in SCCM or you can do it via SSR as well. For example, if we go here, open here to your right. So, custom reports, if you have here, you can create a subscription. Here you will get a description. Okay, here also given description. Okay, standard subscription. Okay, update means if you're having a report, for example, some reports have, you have to enter the update group and collection information, right? That also you can specific here. For example, instead of custom report, okay, you have to want to deliver the default report, right? Default report having the user input, right? For example, this is the software update. It's a one column is software update. Can select it and create a subscription. It's mode of delivery. It's a Windows file share, or it's having a you want to deliver a report in Excel format. Everything you can do that.
Sure. I'll explore this site. Thank you.
No worries.
Is it possible like we can give permission custom remote on a custom report? We can give a permission on a only certain user, not for the all users. Like in our environment, there is a server ST. For that, we have configured the RBAC, and we want to show only few report to the server ST. Is it any possibility we can do the access level?
Yes, I did a few reports, but it's not working effectively in my previous version. I'm not sure about this reports. For example, if you go this reports, right? For example, if you go, let me explore it. If you go to this reports, but it's not working previously. I'm not about this versions, right? If I go here to go to the manage one, here you can have it like security level, you can add your reports, but you can't do that. Custom security, okay, you can add users, you can give only permission to this users. For example, if I give my name, I'm not sure my name is present or not. Okay, Kannan, the domain name, okay, ann.kannan. If I want to give only the report viewer, okay, report users, I can give it and give okay. Means my name is not present in my database. You got it? So only the specific report you can explore it, but as of now I explored it, but there is an option available.
Okay. Okay. So in that case, like if I want to give a permission on a one port, in that case, I need to remove permission from all the other reports, right?
Yeah, so you can check it out here. For example, you can check it out here for config manager. So if you go here, okay, manage. In this report, go to security. Who has a permission? Myself and built-in administrator has only the permission, right?
Okay.
But again, I'm not sure it's going to be work out or not because it's a totally different. But you can try it out. The possibles are there. This is
Okay,
a new
sure.
requirement, right? What's
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. I will explore it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So any questions, guys, as of now?
Yeah, Kanan, I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
So like currently my customer wants printer, all the devices attached to the printer and all the printer information. So I try to search in the three tables given in the hardware inventory for the printers like VGS printer configuration, VGS printer device and printer job. But I'm not able to find any data for those printers. So is that like I have not enabled them in the hardware inventory or the data is not available in my database? Because I'm getting like queries are getting run, but the data I'm getting is null. It's like zero.
Okay, so what are the printers attached to the your computer?
Yeah, with all the devices in our infra. I need to fetch the data for that, but I'm not able to. Like I searched queries, I try to customize according to me. Even I searched select star VGS printer configuration, but that select star itself is not giving me any information.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, ma, I'm not able to explore that options. So, Anup, do you have an option
Hello,
that?
this is
Yep.
Karthik.
Yeah, Karthik.
Hello, this is Karthik. Yeah, hi. See, for that, what you need to do means first you can ensure whether your printer classes is added in your hardware inventory side or not. So, did you get chance to check whether that printer class is added in your hardware inventory settings?
No, I have not checked that yet.
Okay, so first thing is first go and check whether the printer classes is added in your existing hardware inventory or not. If the printer class is not added, then go and enable that particular class. Then wait for 1 week. Then that information will be updated on one respective table. If so actually I have created same report for many customer like that list of printers which is attached on that particular device. Either
Yeah.
it could be a network printer or local printer or Wi-Fi printer. Definitely that information will be available in SCCM database if that respective hardware inventory is extended from SCCM side.
Okay, fine. I'll check this hardware inventory option.
Okay. First thing you can understand whether that printer option is enabled or not. Okay. And second thing is if that inventory is not enabled, then go on enable, wait for 1 week. Definitely you can get that information. Still, if you are referring whether that printer is Wi-Fi printer or a direct network printer means for that kind of information, you will not get it from the default hardware inventory class. For that, what you need to do means you have to extend your hardware inventory using custom mob file.
Okay. Okay. So do we have any
Okay.
blog for that, like how to do that or?
Okay, so now your requirement is you want to get the list of printers which is attached on that particular device, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I can do is
Actually, yeah.
give me 1 week time because I don't have any personal laptop with me. Okay, I'm completely in my hometown with my corporate laptop. Okay, so in that case, I can't help. After 1 week, I can try that. I can write that query using my personal laptop. Then I can post this same query in Anup portal only.
Okay, fine, sure.
Otherwise, you can go and check. There is
Yeah.
one PDF file which is attached in that Anup portal, which contains 178 SQL queries. You go and check that PDF file whether that query is available or not. If that query is not available in that existing PDF file, then I can try to write and share it with everyone.
Sure, sure. I'll check and I'll get back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. And for your confirmation, whenever you are doing a modification on the MOP file, please ensure that you have to take a backup of the existing configuration files.
Okay, Kannan.
Okay, and please do
Kannan,
testing.
I have one.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Yeah, I have one question regarding. I believe you have already explained it, but I'm still not clear with that. Like, I'm trying to fetch a deployment report of one of deployment report. Right. In my deployment collection, there is a approx 300 machine, right? But when I joining the two tables like v underscore r system and v underscore gs operating system, right? In that particular report, there is a less number of machine coming in, and I believe when I'm joining two table, then number count is decreasing, like it number. So
Yeah, that's what I'm
why?
telling that. See, that's what I'm telling that you have to use, okay, for example, let me show you W3 school, okay? So go to the joins. Okay, go to the joins, okay, joins, okay, where is the join, inner join, okay, joins, okay. There are different types of joins are available, okay. See, for example, this is the join, inner join, left join, large join, full join, okay, which one you are going to use it? So you get the data. As I told for my previous report, as I told, like I'm used most of the inner joins, okay, and end at use the left outer join. The reason is then only I'm getting the exact count.
Okay, so in the end of the report, we need to use the left outer join, right?
No, that depends what kind of deployment report are you pulling, and so you have to explore the options. Then only you will get which joins you are getting it. Okay? So let me show my previous report because I did custom report, right? Let me show that report. Give me a minute. That example is what I closed that. One second, let me sort by date. I need to know it on a notepad. So you can do lot of customization in SSRS, including the fonts, everything. But you have to do everything on SQL Management Studio. All works fine. Then you can implement it on an SSRS. Okay, let me show you.
Kannan, can I share my some tips regarding the SQL?
Yes, go ahead. No worries. Always welcome. It's not
I
my
am
forum,
not
it's for
much
everyone.
much expertise, but I use it to this generally to
Okay.
fetch two tables.
Okay, sure. You can see here. Okay, this is I'm collecting all my as much as information. This is all I created my custom queries. Okay, I extended my hardware inventory, right? So I used collection membership with v underscore sms underscore r underscore system with item key as Karthik told, right? This is resource ID same. Wherein coming to that, this client summary resource ID same. At last, I coming with this one. See here, its machine ID is coming for the combined devices, right? At last, I'm coming at I use left outer join. If I use again inner join, I will get the less counts.
Okay, got it.
So you have to explore it. Okay, you have to go with step by step. Definitely, if you use one of the joints, definitely you'll get the full counts. Okay, see why I'm using unknown means, okay, if for example some of the machines has discovered and part of the collection, that machine is not, for example, why I'm using unknown here means, okay, some of the machines got discovered but client is not installed, but I need to know that in the report has to show as unknown, then only I can work on it, right? That's the reason I used the a case statement mentioned as unknown.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Someone is telling something.
Yeah, Kannan. Can you have the new query?
Yep.
Can you put like select from?
Select from?
From table name v underscore system.
It will give you the views.
Yeah, comma. V underscore add and remove programs. So we can write how many tables we can write. 3 tables or 4 tables easily. Or right click edit with edit with the query SQL designer. Select all the.
Daddy.
Design in editor query. Design query in editor.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Yeah. So you can club 2 tables like resource ID, you can map it graphically. Not tick, only mapping directly. From there you can switch it. Like only hold the resource ID in middle and drag there. Yeah.
Means here.
No. Top resource ID to bottom resource ID. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can hold the resource ID and link it. Yeah, it's linked. So in the name, you can select only the name in the v__ system. v_. So whatever the fields you want, so you can select a name 0. In the down table, you can select display name or whatever you want. Display name.
ID.
Yeah, display name also. Click on OK. So in that we can like a comma, we can add multiple tables, whatever you want. Okay, and you can put click where _ if you want only the software name. Yeah, click on execute. If you want only like you can put where condition and you can select the software name. If you want only Google Chrome or something
This is a
like.
good tips. And what I will do is I will always use like this. Okay, whenever I go here, okay, for example, collections, right click design. I'll use this version.
Okay.
So I came to know what is has, it is everything, it will come up the informations, right? So it has what is the collection CG, CL1 and LG1, you'll get all the informations.
Okay.
That's good one for the basic basic query creation. It's very interesting. Okay. Okay, any more questions, guys?
Yeah, so
I hope it's not
just to answer
interactive, but
on,
okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, Karthik here. Just to answer the question on somebody was asking for how would I see printers. I think you can use CMPivot. There is a WMI class called connected devices. Check there. You should get the device information what is connected. Just try it out, please.
Correct, but if you are using CMPivot means what it will do is it will directly check the remote machine using WMI. But most of the organization, because of security purpose, they have disabled remoting concept. Even in my customer also, if you are executing any PowerShell remotely from your base machine to remote machine, it will not allow you to execute any PowerShell script. But I'm not telling for all customers. Most of the critical customer like banking, finance, insurance, for those kind of customers, generally because of security purpose, they have disabled WinRM service. WinRM means Windows Remote Management. Using from your base machine, you can connect a remote machine, then execute whatever you want using admin privilege. That is the way how the CMPivot works. And second thing is, if the machines are offline for more than 7 days, whenever you don't know when that machine will come into that online, right? You can't wait and see whether that machine will come online or not. It's more difficult to execute that CMPivot from your SCCM console. Whenever that machine is online, then only you can execute. But
Okay,
SCCM,
so yes, that's correct. So
SCCM
what
hardware
happened
inventory
is
is not like
Pivot,
that.
Pivot actually WinRM service. Most of the companies are disabling the WinRM service because of the security reason. Where it's Windows 7, it's open. Where in Windows 10, it's get blocked.
Yes, nowadays people are blocking everything for because of security purpose. And second thing is, if you want to execute any PowerShell or anything from your base machine to remote machine, means they are asking you to provide one certificate. Using that custom certificate, if that script is properly certified, which means signed with that valid certificate, then only it will allow to execute environment.
Someone is talking?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so this is the hardware class, right? Someone is asking about the printer class, right? Yes, definitely. That is a go here. Okay, and yeah, see, whenever you're extending the hardware inventory, right, then only the specific WMI get expanded on the client side to get the inventory information to the means store the inventory information of the specific specific object. Okay, then the same way it get expanded on the server side as well. Okay, so server side also new table and view will be created and the data will be stored. If you are not expanding the hardware inventory, then both the client side and server side, that data object to not be extended. Okay, if you go here, for example, if I'm doing like, if you want to do the printer configurations, right? So if I expanding it, right, so you can see color, copies, everything. Same, it's an example. Okay, same like the same. Once you enable it, the information, the client will pull the information from the SCCM server. There is a new WMA object expanded. So that then SMS class will store the data from the computer. Then it will send the message to the server, and the server SCCM server will have that information saved on the database. Okay, any questions, guys?
Yeah, I have one question is I have enabled one class. Suppose a new table is getting created in the DB, right?
Yes.
Okay. Presently, if I tomorrow I don't want that to be fetched. Automatically, if I disable that table, also get deleted from the SQL DB.
Yes, exactly. The
Yes,
table also
exactly.
deleted.
See, what happen is, okay, if you are deleting, means if you are disabling it, whenever the client doing the next polling interval, right, the client says that as a modification on the client settings, then automatically the object got deleted in the WMA class on the client side, same way the data to be deleted on the server as well.
No, that why I asked this means my DB size is getting increased because of enabling unwanted classes. If I disable it, the table also get deleted from the DB or not? That was my question.
Yes, it will.
Insist of deleting existing table from your SCCM database, what you can do means go and check how that clients there is an option in site maintenance that will keep 90 days historical data from your SCCM database. You can try to reduce it from 90 to 60 days. So in that using that method also you can decrease your database size. Generally, the people who are using more than 1 lakh client, that kind of customers, the database will be more than 500 GB. I'm talking about cache database.
I understand, Karthik. And again, Karthik, this is a bit risky when you are reducing your timeline. That resource servers team is okay. Where in workstations, if you are doing it right, okay, if you are integrated with BitLocker, right, some users will not switching on it for 60 days, right? Some issues are coming, means after you're getting the laptop, you want to retrieve the data, then you won't get the BitLocker key. It depends on the environment.
Correct. The people who have integrated MBAM solution along with SCCM, for them, it will be a risk. Okay. Risk means they will get BitLocker recovery in SCCM database if that object is removed from SCCM database. Because of that, if the data is old more than 60 days, means definitely they will not get BitLocker recovery.
Okay. See, considering that whenever before doing that, who's asked the question previously?
Yeah, myself, Sujit.
Sujit. See, Sujit, whenever doing it, just uncheck the hardware inventory information and ensure that all the clients are receiving the policy updated. Okay. For example, one client having repaired and having corrupted, it's having miscommunication with means it's not communicating properly, then it will cause the issues. Okay. And moreover, whenever doing it, please involve the SQL team to do the indexing job is going well on the back end and every day.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, no worries. please involve the SQL team. They will take care of that SQL indexing jobs. See, and also it mainly concentrate whenever the database sizes increases, right? Considering you have to do scale up the SQL environment properly based on your hardware, the temp DB to be created.
Okay.
Okay. So the SQL needs to be configured properly. Then what happens is in the backend, everyday indexing jobs is running. Then only your database to be also healthy.
Okay, that's nice.
Okay. So any questions, guys?
And have you completed your presentation? Now are we going through the question and answers?
Yes, that's all about the small presentation, Anup.
Okay, okay, thank you. So, so probably we can take an, I don't know, like probably 3-4 questions, and and we can finish it off after that.
Yeah, okay. I have one question. Yeah, thanks, Kannan, for sharing the session. And one thing I just, you have given the interactive session, like sharing the others' knowledge on the same, so that we have get the more information on the same session. So I have a question, like if we enable the most of the in the table, like most of the WQL tables we have enabled, does any impact on the performance? Like if printers and all we have enabled, so does this any impact on the performance of the SQL server and everything, like in
No,
the WQL query?
No, it depends how much clients are supporting in your environment. It depends on the SQL configurations. Okay, and why we need to enable it's not required. That's also be considered, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, see, if it's my client is not required about my RAM information, it's not bothered about it. Why should I enable that option? For example, I'm telling it's not that. Okay, so again, if you're enabling all the options, right, definitely it will increase the load of your client. It's not on the server, right? So for example, okay, server you may be hosted on 64 GB RAM with 8 core processor, the same you scale up your SQL environment with the proper temp DB size, everything, right? Wherein whenever the client you are having about 8 GB RAM with i3 means 5 processor, okay, whenever the client try to send the hardware inventory, right, it's taking a time to upload in the server, right?
Okay. Okay, thank you for.
No worries.
Yeah, understand that.
Yeah. See that you have to do and what is needed, what is not needed for your environment, and see what is the impact by enabling the options.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Any questions? So though I'm showing a simple example of how to create the SSRS designs and what is the options, probably coming weeks, probably I can post lot of blogs about the reporting, how we can change it. There are a lot of things are there in SSRS, right? So for example, you have the collection options. For example, when I'm doing the default report, okay, let me show you here my report. Cancel it, okay. Default report, I have an option, okay. When I view this report, let me get it, okay. Okay, if I take software compliance, right? If I take this report, okay, I'm getting only one table. Okay, here I'm getting only one software update group. I have an option to select only one software update group and one software update, means one collection, right? Where in SSRS, you can make it, I can select multiple software update group by having a checkbox and collection also having a checkbox. That is one option you can make it. The second option is, okay, using the same conditions, okay, whenever I click this report, okay, I have to get by default one software update group. I do have an options to check multiple software update. By default, I have one software update group and software update collection. When I click the drop-down menu, rest of the option will come up. Those options also you can set it up in the SSRS reports. Okay, So first that you have to know what table means. You have to explore a lot of options in the blocks to see how we can well present it to the customers. Okay. Any questions, guys?
So Kannan, if anyone has downloaded a RDL file from any website, right, and he's trying to integrate that particular report in their environment and on environment, so what all the changes he need to do? Like he need to change the database source
You have
file
to,
or
no, you have to change the source database. For example, let me go any report here. Data source, they have to change it. Okay, this one is bit different because when I'm creating a custom report, I'm downloading my file I'm giving to you, right? My data source is different, your data source is different, right? You have to change the data source. And whenever they're doing right, some reports may not run because some of the reports are added, additionally added my hardware inventory, right? That may not available. That's the reason whenever you are importing the database, don't run. Just take the query and execute in SQL management studio and ensure that there is no errors. Then you can execute it on the SSRS.
okay, just modify the query rather than uploading the RDL file and doing modification with the database store.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. And moreover, right, whoever uploading it, it's a precaution, okay? Whoever uploading it in the RDL file you are downloading from website, and ensure that it's have only the select statement, no update statement available in the SQL. Okay, some maybe have a chance like they uploaded some update table information. Update table means some value to be updated on the SQL table. Okay, it has some just go through only it has a select statement. It should not have any select or modify or delete statement on the SQL.
Okay, that's good information. Yeah.
Okay, and some RDL files, say for example when I do that report, right, I will create some temporary table. Okay, because I need to convert date to value to the date to value, some other tables, right? I will create some temporary tables. At the end of the query, it will delete the temporary table. Okay, that also you have to check it out.
Okay, and if the function is created on that RDL report, that particular function should work, right? And the function.
No, they are not creating a functions and all. If you are downloading the report on any other website, okay, or say for example I created a report, or Anup created a report, or Karthik created a report, or Jitesh created a report, right? We won't create a functions. We won't create based on the functions. We create an individual table mapped to the query.
Okay. Thank you.
Generally, the people who are creating SSRS report, right, we won't use any custom function in SCCM database. Then why Microsoft given default function in SCCM database means there are some manipulation which needs to be done internally. That's why Microsoft created a internal function in SCCM database. For example, if you are executing any report from SCCM database, first it will check whether that your ID is having sufficient access to execute that report or not. For that, what Microsoft do means they create one function. Your ID will be passed into that particular function that will go and check from the SCCM database RBAC. RBAC means role-based administration control. If that ID is having sufficient access to view that report means then only that function will return a statement. Okay, this person is okay to execute that report or allowed to view the report. That's why we can see functions are created in SCCM database.
Okay, so yes, so we are creating, for example, I'm creating, or Anup, as I said, Anup is creating, or Karthik is creating. We won't create based on the functions. We are creating our individual queries based on our requirement.
Okay.
Okay. Especially for the patching, we have to do lot of customization, else it will take lot of time to generate the report.
Thanks, Karthik.
No worries, guys. Any questions?
Okay, so probably we can take the last question.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So this has been a really useful session, Kannan, Anup, and Karthik. So the one quick question I wanted to ask is about the feasibility of integrating this SSRS with Power BI. We all know that nowadays, the customer the expectation is just to have a single click to see the real-time data, even if take it patching or take it any application deployment status. They don't want to really wait for the report to be sent over the email or to share the link. We can just provide them the access and then share the link or get a subscription, but they want the real-time data as and when they require. So is it possible to configure that from SSRS itself, or do we need to configure through Power BI?
That is through Power BI. If they want to view the report using Power BI, then they have to have it in a Power BI in place.
All right. So,
yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. So through SSRS, we can have the access provided, and then have them the report link, the URL shared with them, if at all they want to see that.
Yes.
Right after creating the chart and the alignments in the SSRS.
Yes, we can.
See, whatever reports which can be shown using Power BI, right? Same thing can be possible using SSRS also. But SSRS is the default one which can be provided by Microsoft. You no need to pay additional amount. But if you are going for Power BI, it could be an additional charge. You need to pay extra amount license required for using Power BI.
Okay, let me tell you what it happens is, whenever you are developing the report on Power BI, okay, the viewer, okay, there are two options, okay. You must have the Power BI gateway to be installed on your environments, okay. Or if they anyone using Power BI, they can utilize the Power BI gateway server. Okay, whenever you are preparing the report on Power BI and publishing on a Power BI gateway, okay, the viewer, okay, either they have to have a Power BI Pro license to be having the access. Then only they are able to view the Power BI report. Or if the way they integrate with the SharePoint with the Power BI, then the user having the SharePoint access to the specific site, they can view the report, Power BI report in SharePoint mode.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, and this is the one more custom report, as I said, patching. Okay, this is, I have number of collections, the same, this is a software update group. Okay, and this is, I removed my collection information over here. Okay, so it will come to each patch collection group, how many clients are there, how many clients are installed, required, okay, and then unknown, success rate, okay, and all this report. This is a custom report we built for the customer. Okay, there is an hyperlink available. Okay, there are 3 reports. If I click hyperlink, it will go the next report, which are the client's patches required. Okay, so you can use the default report and you can customize as per this requirement.
Okay, so unknown in the sense the status is not known.
No. Unknown means I personally consider unknown means it's yes, status is unknown. That's right. And failed also I consider as an unknown.
Okay, then not success.
Not success means it's required. This is my custom column. Success means only installed or not applicable. Not success means both required unknown as not success.
Okay, it's converted into percentage. All right.
Yes, I will do that. Yes. Yeah, these are the similar examples. You can start preparing a report for the customers, right? So what I will do is I will give this link, and that customer always they refresh it. The data get updated. They know what is current status of the patching. Okay. Thank you, guys.
All right,
Thanks
great.
a lot. for the interactive sessions. I enjoyed a lot.
Yeah,